what's up? This is Sifu Kuttel, and welcome to Tai Chi Connection, the series where we look at the movements between the movements. All right, so today we're going to be focusing on moving from a hit the tiger position into a parry and punch. Now, parry and punch is going to be a very popular theme, especially for our Tai Chi Connection, because as you look throughout the different Tai Chi forms, there's many different ways of moving into a parry and punch technique. It's not just a simple turn, position, go. So again, like in this case, we're going to be focusing on starting from a position where we have a diagonal bow stance, and we're going to be stepping forward into another bow stance, whereas when you look at a different technique where we worked into parry and punch, we started from like a play the fiddle position and then move to there. So you're going to find this in Tai Chi in general. This one will kind of stand out as a good sticking point for a lot of people because each scenario is different. Okay, so as we do this, I want you to keep in mind forward pressure. Okay, so keep your hands always forward in relation towards where your opponent is. So you always want to keep pressure towards them no matter where you are in the technique. You don't want to withdraw too much as we do this, okay? So that's one of the key things, and then staying low while stepping. And you'll see that when we get to it, okay? Let's go get to work. Okay, so before we get started, it's important to note the directions of each technique. Our hit the tiger position is going to be still punching forward, but our stance is going to be more oblique, so more of a diagonal position. So step out to a bow stance as if you're going to go to this corner. Even though my punch is happening straight forward, I'm going to be stepping this way, and then later on when I do my parry and punch, I'm also going to be attacking in the same direction. So my intention is always going to be moving forward this way, even though my first stance is going to be out at a diagonal. Okay, so let's start from that. We can do the block and then into our punch, keeping the hand up by the temple here. Now, from this position, this is where we want to get into the first part of this technique, forward pressure. So I don't want to think of withdrawing here. A lot of people try to bring their hand back to the shoulder, then do a big, nice sweeping motion here. That's not necessary in this position. From here, you're just going to drop the hand down, and then we're going to turn the shoulders and then across. So here I extend this arm by turning my shoulder, and then I'm going to come back out. Okay, so again, I drop my hand down, turn the shoulder, so now my hand, as I extend forward, all right? If I'm facing towards you, from this position, drop, and then turn to bring it forward, keep it going across, okay? So now I've been able to bring my arm out to this 45-degree angle here, okay? I don't need to go too far out to the side. Some people like to think it's like a big, like you're turning a big crank or coffee grinder. That's a nice way of thinking of it, but you don't want to think of your arm doing the driving here. The body itself drives this, okay? And the only thing the arm does is push a little bit forward here, okay? So again, we go from this punching position, drop, turn, turn back, okay? So we turn for that extra extension in the beginning. Naturally, if I turn this shoulder and I turn my waist, this arm has to come back. I can try to keep it extended, but then now I'm crossing myself up. That's an unnatural technique. So this will maintain its same curvature, and it just comes back because I turn my shoulders as this one reaches forward, okay? So that's where you get this forward-backward thing going on. It's not the arms doing it. It's the waist that turns. Now, once it's here, of course, I'm going to shift back, and then now I can set up for my parry and punch, okay? So if I'm facing this way, I have my diagonal stance. I do the parry and punch technique, my hit the tiger, drop the hand, open the palm, turn, turn, shift back for a rollback position. And then now it's the same thing we do every single time for parry and punch. This hand just comes up. I don't like to call it a block, but it's a good way to picture what you're doing. So you can think of it like a block here. Okay, so from this position, the circle is in front of the body. We circle, come up, other hand comes up from behind, step forward, parry, and finish with driving that punch in. As you do this, try not to go up and down. We're not bobbing in water. So from this punch here, the turn, the shift back, stay low. This is where everybody likes to stand up. So don't come up, down for this. Okay, that's the incorrect way of doing this. As we come back from here, we want to stay low and stay consistently pressing forward, not only with our hands, keeping them forward, but with the idea of the body. I should think of pushing forward with my entire body here, as if there's a strong wind and I'm pushing into it, or I'm moving through a medium like water, okay? Or thick air, as some people explain it. All right, so again, if I'm facing this direction, one more time from my punch, down, forward, turn, shift back, keep this hand in front, stay low, parry, and punch. Now, of course, we can finish the entire technique all the way up there, but I really want to focus on the transition in between. Now, if I'm facing this way, from my oblique stance, here, down, turn, shift back, keeping low, step, step, turn, and then extend forward and punch. It's as simple as that. Okay, so there you have it. Like I said, parry and punch is going to come up a lot, and we could probably spend an entire season working on Tai Chi Connection, parry and punch techniques. But you will see them come up from time to time, and again, each time is going to be a different situation, a different starting position. So focus on these details, keeping that forward pressure, staying at the same height while moving forward, no ups and downs, not bobbing in water, and practice this technique to make it efficient. Okay, so if you have any questions, leave a comment down below. Otherwise, hit the like button and be sure to subscribe. Till next time, this is Sifu Kuttel.